Family, YouTube family, it is your boy Goop the Don bringing y'all another episode of Madden 17, ranked game number 30, y'all. 30th ranked game by stream, live, Madden 17. Let's get it, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.
And this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Panthers going up against the Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D in AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be first down Cowboys. The Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It's so important to establish a running game in the contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
They go play action here on first down. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, 26 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Well, it was a season-high 96 yards for Stewart in Week 12. Threw in 2 touchdowns as well, so a nice game for him.
Remember when they missed him in the middle part of the season when he was injured? It may not be translating into winning games, but that's their winning style of football. Jonathan Stewart running the heck out of it, allowing Cam to throw it off of play action and get it out wide to guys like Ted Ginn and Kelvin Benjamin. And while they're not getting the W's right now, that's the Jonathan Stewart that we knew at the beginning of this season.
Now Stewart on first down. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
He hits Stewart in the flat. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. Charles, let me ask you about this Dallas defense, because so much hype, obviously, and rightfully so about the offense. But this defense, they've held their own, have they not?
Indeed they have, and in a lot of cases, they've led the charge on defense, made plays, and let's face it, going into the season, we thought they might finish last in the league in defense. They had a lot of guys.
There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 34 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And for Elliott, the Zeke train continues to roll, my friend. 97 more yards, 2 more touchdowns on Thanksgiving. That's number 10 and 11 now in the season.
And I think a lot of people are always looking at rookie players, especially running backs. Will they hit the so-called rookie wall? And Zeke Elliott is showing no signs of that wall being there. But I think it's because of the way they use him and the way he goes about his business. When he doesn't carry the football, he still carries out his play fakes. He still blocks. He does everything in addition to being able to catch the ball.
If there's a wall, he ran through it. This is Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
Here's Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Every time I'm about to hit a man down the field, I'm getting
give up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. For Ted Ginn, 10th year in the league and had his 4th career 100-yard game in Week 12, 115 and a touchdown.
There's something about Ted Ginn being in a Carolina Panthers uniform, isn't there? If you trace his career arc, because he has been other places, his best years always in a Carolina uniform. And that catch he made against New Orleans on a Thursday night a couple weeks ago, I think that's the catch that really has activated him for the rest of this season.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Time to step aside. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
After the run, Newton going to throw. That's caught at the 1. Give him 3 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
After 2.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now here we go again after this defense got a chance to regroup during the timeout.
Oh, I'm about to
and
say,
before the snap here, we get a
yeah.
timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. And he missed it. No good.
God,
and they'll remain down by a point.
That's why we lose games.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down following the incompletion. Now Prescott. They find Williams is trying to Terrence Williams. Good pick up there at 22. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run.
Come on, man,
he
you gotta
gets it
get
down
him,
a
sack
yard or
him,
two
dude.
shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the left side, he's got Witten. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Work out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. Third down here.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Elliott. And able to break one. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
There's so many definitions of a complete back.
You slick though.
I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles as we just saw on that pickup.
It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Newton now to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw, Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it's a gain of 17 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play action. It's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Newton.
Oh, come on, man.
It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right,
come on,
man, for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave you.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 44 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you
on
that one,
formation,
because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Newton throwing again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Ryan be grateful. This man can't even get on the field, yet he making plays in this game. But fuck it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Newton's going to keep it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. This is Stewart again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, dog.
Guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Wow.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy.
When the game on the line, I'm getting wild.
Take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Coney Ely in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Here we go.
Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd down and 12. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott.
Look at this. Let's go,
Get
man.
the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Griffin. Here the Panthers
I'm supposed to win
now,
this
their
fucking
offense
game.
comes
But they're
back
fucking
out
on that
onto the
bullshit.
field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Flush to his right.
Come on, man. I got to go up. Go up, man.
What a huge play at this point in the game.
God damn, Brady Burger, yo.
Like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football. Oh, Elliott going to be hit.
Oh, my God, bro. Come on, man.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. One man on the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Try to avoid anybody that plays the
Bailey
Cowboys.
now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Newton. And this is intercepted.
That's what I'll be talking about, dog. I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro. Good game, bro.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One man in the backfield, Elliott, and they'll give it to him here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, a 5-yard
just take that knee, bro. There ain't no point.
And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout called by
Fucking call a timeout for a game over. Yeah?
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And that will write it finished.
So there you have it, Madden family. Got my ass kicked yet again on some bullshit. Good game to the tag. The opponent, Dallas Cowboys, she try to run up the score, but you see, guys, I got beat. I didn't convert on certain downs and shit. I was this close to scoring, but you know, unfortunate shit happened. Got sacked multiple times, so didn't convert. Good game to him. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm out of here. Peace.